If you run a limo or taxi business, here is a hard truth. Most dispatch software is taking a cut of every dollar you earn. We build something different. A to Z Dispatch is a $25 a month flat. No revenue sharing, your own branded apps, your own business identity. We have been doing this since 2006. Over the 20 years, we talk with multiple owners, operators just like you around the world. And guess what? This is what we found out. Just like you, they were paying a hefty amount of percentage to their tech partner, who were working as a revenue sharing partner. And this is where we come into place. We work as your tech provider, not as a revenue sharing partner. Now, in this video, let's get started how we can help you to build your own application to run your business efficiently. In this video, we'll also guide you how you can set up scheduled dispatch settings and how scheduled booking dispatch works. In the previous video, we explained you how on-demand setup and how on-demand booking workflows. Now we'll discuss about scheduling in this video. Here you can see on my screen, we have primary menu, setup, and under setup you can click on to booking dispatch and payment settings. Once you go to this menu, you'll find three options. You can click on to the last option called dispatch and just scroll a little bit down to see where you can set up the scheduling booking dispatch settings. We have three options. The first one is auto dispatch, which is for freelancer drivers, and we have manual dispatch. The next dispatch setting options, which will allow you to dispatch manually, as the term itself explains. And we have direct assign, which is for company, freelancer, or operator network that you work with. These are the three types of dispatch settings that is available. Now going back again, auto dispatch is the options where the system will qualify the drivers by itself and dispatch the job on the basis of two logic. Here you can see driver picked by ERM, which is efficient route modeling system. So we have two different logic that is available here. One is smart and one is standard. On a smart logic, we check for different criteria. The scoring factor, which you can see here, the 40% goes to the time to pick up, and 30% goes to distance to pick up, 10% goes to vehicle class match, 10% goes to vehicle type match, and 10% to cost efficiency. With this logic, we will pick up the driver, we will qualify the driver from the pool and put it on the qualification pool where the driver will be picked up on this logic. On the standard logic, here we look for vehicle class match, vehicle type match, and cost efficiency. We do not look for the route efficiency. So this is called standard. So you can select either of that. You can select either this one or this one. So this can be applied for both automatic dispatch and manual dispatch, and this can be applied both for automatic or manual dispatch. These logics are not applied for direct assign. In direct assign, we give you the full control to choose how whoever you want it, regardless of the qualification criteria. It's up to you. So now going back to the auto dispatch, out of the three options, you can select make any of them by default. So whichever you make the default, you'll be able to apply that on any of the jobs created by the passenger from the app or the web portal or from the admin as well. So let's say if you keep auto dispatch, the job will be dispatched automatically by using any of this logic. If you keep manual, the same goes. and the direct assign, none of this will be applied. It's under you. So you can keep either this one as a default, or this one as a default, or this one as a default. If you have more than 10 drivers, so we recommend you to use auto dispatch, because this will give you more efficient to manage the bookings instead of choosing every drivers by yourself. Now if you look at the setups as well, now the dispatch is done on the basis of timing. We have a particular window period when you can put the auto dispatch automatically. So if you put 8 hours, so basically means the system will assign a job automatically 8 hours prior to the pickup time. If you get 21 hours, the system will send the job 21 hours before the pickup time. So these are dynamics, so you can handle it by yourself. Now let's understand how dispatch system works. Now here's the driver eligibility and timing. So the system will dispatch, first of all, to this group of drivers who comes under tier 1, which is less than 5 kilometer. So this is also dynamic, so you can configure this one. You just need to let us know what is the radius you like to keep this one for the tier 1. And to give you the background story here, we say when we say less than 5 kilometer, now on what basis we determine that 5 kilometer? Okay, so every drivers has their own location. Now do is not a on-demand jobs. In scheduled or advanced booking, we check for driver last location. That means the last jobs he dropped out the passenger, and that will be his location, the last location. So we check that location or the driver base location. So on this criteria, so let's say for example the job is after 1 week, so we will see if there is any bookings on that particular day. If there is any booking after 7 days on that particular pickup time, on that particular day, then we will be checking their last job on the 7th or on the next week. And looking at those criteria, we determine the distance from their location to the pickup location of that future booking. With this, we get a range of distance, and if he comes under less than 5 kilometers, he comes on the tier 1. But that's just one of the criteria, as our scoring options, scoring method, scoring logic explains. We also check for the vehicle class option and vehicle mass and cost efficiency. Now, when we talk about cost efficiency, that determines, let's say the customer has requested for economy class, but when we checked the cost efficiency, the business class might be closer as compared to the economy class. And admin has to invest a lot of cost on fuel and time in terms of as compared to economy vehicles. So in that case, we prefer to send a business class. The system qualifies for business class as well, because that is closer to the pickup location and that is more efficient in terms of cost and distance. So we can qualify that one as well. And similarly for this next year, the system will look for driver more than 5 kilometers, and this is fixed. So this is will be sent 8 hours before pickup time. Now this is the first criteria of driver eligibility and timings. Now in terms of dispatch flow, when the bookings are created, if you have put the timing, the window scheduling dispatch timing of 8 hours, so let's say 10 hours, the system will not dispatch the job until 10 hours of the pickup time, for even for tier 1, because that is how you have configured it. So once it's reached to the 10 hours of window period, system will send the job 10 hours before the pickup time for first tier, and by default second tiers will run automatically if there is no driver available from the first tier. And once the driver accepts the job, the tier will be closed, and they will have alert to start the job 90 minutes before the pickup time. The final rules that we need to remember is, unlike on-demand jobs where we qualify the drivers both on the basis of AI logic, which is called efficient route manage module, as well as we discussed in earlier video, or standard logic. Here on schedule booking, we dispatch the job on broadcast method. Basically means all the drivers within the radius of less than 5 kilometer in tier 1 and more than 5 kilometer in tier 2 will receive the jobs at a time. So if the job has been sent to tier 1, all the drivers on tier 1 will receive the job at a time, and whoever accept the job will, after the acceptance, the job will be removed from the job pool, from the availability for the rest of the drivers. So the other one is, like I said, for to qualify for tier 1 or tier 2, we use the driver locations, last known job location on the pickup date. Okay, and depending upon this scores, we rank the driver in tier 1 and tier 2. So that is how the qualification process works. For manual dispatch, everything remains the same. The only difference is the qualification process, and everything remains the same. Like ERM, you can apply this AI model as well, qualify the driver, or you can do a standard qualification process. But all you got to do is you still need to select the driver out of those qualified drivers in manual dispatch. So you will have the control when you want to dispatch a job. Here the system qualifies and send the job automatically. In this one, system does everything for you. You don't have to do anything. Here you decide whom to send. The system qualifies you and give you the bunch of drivers, let's say 10 drivers and 12 drivers or 50 drivers to pick, and you need to decide out of those drivers whom you want to provide the job. Now obviously you can change at any point of time. Let's say you assign to one drivers and you want to remove and assign to another one, you can do that as well. And the advantage of all this option is you can always, though you might be using auto dispatch, but let's say you decided, oh no, I want to give it to someone else, then you can go back to manual dispatch and provide it to manual any of the drivers from pre-qualified drivers as well. Now this is a direct thing. The term itself explains you, we don't run any qualification process, neither this, neither this. We don't run any qualification. It's all up to you. It is all up to you when you want to decide, whom you want to decide, and that's up to you. So this is called direct assign. You can do this for your company drivers who is working on for you with company vehicles, or you can do it for independent or freelancer drivers who drives their own vehicle. So it's pretty straightforward. I hope this video clears out how system works in terms of scheduling booking, and how you can set up the scheduling system dispatch settings on your systems. So for more videos, please subscribe, and we will give you more details how our setup works for the route management and the payment in next videos. Thank you very much.